Morning students, welcome all of you in our English class. As you know, the poem keeping what is going on, we completed 3 stanzas in previous video. Today I am going to discuss fourth stanza of the poem Keeping Quiet by Pablo Neruda. Here the poet says, those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivor. Here, the poet wants to say to those people, here, those means those powerful people, politicians, scientists, businessmen, those who prepares green wars. Green war refers to cut down the forest, to cut down the trees, deforestation, urbanizations, development. So all these things, they are harmful for nature. So this war with greenery, it's harmful. This activity, it must be stopped. Next, war with gas. The carbon emission of toxins or other harmful gases. So it's not good sign for the health of the Mother Earth. That's why the poet says to those people, and again to those who engage in war with fire, with arm, gun, ammunition, means those who destroy others by gun, grenades, or any other kind of hydro nuclear bombs, or by any means. Victory with no survivor. It means whenever war breaks out between nations, so one is called winner. But here, if we try to disturb the nature, try to harm Mother Earth, nature, so then there would be no survivor. No one will be alive to celebrate that victory. In this material world, everybody want to get something, to achieve something, and he is unaware about the harmful activity that he has done to nature, and this is not a good indication. That's why the poet says to stop that activity. Next, would put on. Here the word those, where the stanza begins. Those means those people who are engaged in all these harmful activity, those should stop these activity and they should put on clean clothes. Here clean cloth means not the here physical clothes. Clothes here means they should give up all the harmful activity and they should make their spirit, their soul pure. There should not be any hatred among human beings. There should not be any kind of negative attitude towards nature, and those people, those are engaged in malicious activity, they should put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade. Here I have written, put on clean clothes, give up all the harmful activities and walk about. They should, because those politicians, bureaucrats, scientists, businessmen, those who are in lead, they should walk about with their brothers. Here brother means not biological brothers, but those higher people, they should think each one of the person that they are the brothers. Brotherhood among mankind must be there. This is the intention of the poet. He says that They should walk, they should move around, they should hold the hand of other people. They are downtrodden or they belong to marginalized community, and in this way brotherhood must be spread out. And in the shade, here shade means in cool comfort atmosphere, there should not be any type of violence, any type of war. There should not be hatred among mankinds. If people, those who are in power, in position, if they hold the hand of other people in this way, in a state of togetherness, if all are moving, and they should move not in tension, they should not move in hatred, they should move in brotherhood, they should move in keep calm and tranquil atmosphere and doing nothing. Again, the poet says that they should stop each and every activity. Nothing should be there, no activity, all the activity must be suspended. Here the poet says, what I want. In the three words, the poet has told all the things what he wants. He wants all of us to keep quiet. So what I want should not be confused with the total inactivity. The poet requests, suggests, invokes all of us to keep quiet. But to keep quiet does not mean that we have to be inactive. Again, that's why the poet wants to clarify it. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. The main thing is, total inactivity means, as people say, that if we sleep for a few hours, next day, the time we wake up, that time we feel energetic. In the same way, if a person dies, so in next birth, again he takes birth in a new way, new life. But here the poet says that do not be confused with total. The poet says that not to do anything, you have to keep quiet, counting up to 12. So here again, total inactivity means not to do anything, to suspend all the activities. But here again the poet clarifies it. He says life is what it's about. Really very very important sentence. Life is what it's about. I here underline the sentence because this sentence is meant to be repeated thousands of times. Actually, what's life? Life is a dynamic. Dynamic means to keep on moving. Keep on moving. And dynamism in life needs action. And inaction, inactivity has no place in life. That's why, according to the poet, life is all about worthwhile action. Two type of activities are there. One is worthless action, worthless, those have no value. And one is worthwhile action, those are worthy to do. That's why life is meant to keep on moving. Life is meant to keep on moving. We have to move in our life. We cannot stop. But here the poet says that we have to keep quiet. And again he warns all of us that it doesn't mean that we have to keep on lying on the bed and we think that We do not have to even breathe. We do not have to do anything. No. The poet clarifies very clearly that life is what it's about. Life is to be moved, and we have to follow the dynamism. Life is dynamic. Life is for the movement. Life is for keep on going. So I want no truck with death. Here, no truck with, this is a idiom. This idiom means no truck with means here truck doesn't means that lorry or other any other things, not any vehicle. No truck with is idiom. It means no concern, no relation. You can jot down the meaning. No truck, no relation. The poet has no meaning with death. The poet does not want all of us to keep quiet forever or to keep quiet like a death like situation. The poet says, if we were not so single minded about keeping our lives moving, we had been moving, we have been moving, and we will keep on moving. But single minded here means there is only one goal, one objective of life: to accumulate wealth, to be more powerful than others, to be more superior to others. Only these are the objectives. Only single objective is theirs: how to get success, how to be a successful person, how to be superior to others. Just to accumulate wealth, to be superior to others. This is the single mind of the people. And here the poet says, if we were not so single minded about keeping our life moving, we have to do different type of activities. We do not have to follow only one tradition or one path. Different things are there. Millions of people are there in this planet Earth. Then why are we born? Why are we born? So we are not born to follow the same track. We are here to do something different. And for once could do nothing. And it should not be. Next the poet say, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness. Huge silence. The poet invokes all of us to keep quiet, and he says, if all of us in sudden strangeness, the quietness will be there over all the countries and all the continents. So that huge silence might interrupt this sadness. So let me tell you, the poet says that if we do not remain quiet, it will force us to believe that we are too busy to think about ourselves for a little moment, and we won't be able to correct our ways. Again, the poet says, perhaps a huge silence. If all are silent, and this is not a silence of few people, this is huge silence, and that might interrupt, might disturb of never ending, never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. This sadness, huge silence might interrupt this sadness. So here what is the sadness? Why we are sad? We are sad about never understanding ourselves. We do not understand ourselves. This is the main problem. That we want to find out many things. We want to find out the things in the planet, underground, sky, or in universe, but we are unable to understand ourselves, and this is the sad thing for us. That's why we are worried and we are sad, we are disappointed, and threatening ourselves with death. Every moment we are worried about our death. We are scared of death. Human being is scared of death. Human being is sad because he is unable to understand himself. So that's why this sadness of not understanding ourselves and the sadness about death, so this might be interrupted. This might be stopped or interrupted with the huge silence. That's why the poet says to remain quiet. Perhaps the earth can teach us the same thing. If winter is there, no vegetation, the earth is full of white sheet in most of the countries. Where snowfall is there, no vegetation, not even a blade of grass is visible. But as soon as the autumn sets in, so that time again lush full green, that area is visible. So here the poet gives the example of the earth. Perhaps it teaches us the same. When everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. So once if we remain quiet and we introspect, we think about ourselves, and again after thinking what is worthwhile and what is worthless, what is worthy to do and what is not worthy to do, the activity, so then we would do the thing, so it would give us some conclusion. So this is the main theme of the poem. The poet advises to keep quiet, to introspect, to give up worthless action. Any activity, any action that is not liable to be done by human being, it must be stopped, and we have to do only worthy action, worthwhile action. Thanks a lot.